Eagles have done it again. Like I don't understand. They've done it again. Should I cover my face in shame? Should I cover my face in shame? Because at this point I don't know. But no. I'm not going to do that. The Super Eagles played out a 1-1 draw against South Africa yesterday, and I couldn't even do a reaction to the video because of how disappointed I am. I don't know. I don't get them because I don't feel they carry calculator. They calculate points because at this point I'm tired. Honestly, the only chance they had to qualify for the World Cup was them winning that match yesterday. If they did win that match, I feel like that would have really, gingered them to win the last two games. But seeing how they ended in a draw, the match ended in a draw, is quite disappointing. And to be honest, their performance was not even giving energy. It wasn't giving, oh yes, we really wanted to win, and that, oh, we need the 3 points, we want to qualify. It wasn't giving that, to be honest. It wasn't giving that at all. But one thing I would definitely say is, I know the whole situation as to how they started off the qualifiers in the first place. Yes, bad, really disappointing. But the truth is, they have just 2 games left, and they are going to play those 2 games in October. So if for any reason they win those 2 games, the truth is they have Benin Republic and South Africa who are literally looking to play in the World Cup. As it is, Nigeria has 11 points, Benin Republic has 14 points, and then South Africa has 17 points. So their chances really of qualifying to the World Cup is really slim. There's no point trying to put them under any sort of pressure to, oh yes, win and all that. But then again, they really do have to win those 2 games left. Maybe if they're able to win those 2 games, and for whatever stroke of luck, South Africa don't win their 2 games left, Benin Republic probably pick up a draw in the last 2 games, maybe they have a chance. They might not qualify maybe top of the group, maybe with a playoff. They obviously have to go play playoffs. But it's bad that the Super Eagles, as big as we are, or as much as we claim the giants of Africa, yada, we would have to now play playoffs to qualify to the World Cup. Now, it is bad enough that we didn't even play in the last World Cup, but not playing in this 2026 edition, it's not good. It's not good at all. I don't know what Erichel has to do with the team, probably to get them playing well in their last 2 games, but whatever it is he has to tell them, I just hope and pray that they are able to get the 6 points they need in those 2 games. I will be supporting. Yes, I will be supporting them, but it's a lot of ask, and I want to believe they will be able to do it. But then again, let's see what happens. But yes, that's the much I'll be talking about. But before I go, I just want to talk about 1 or 2 players that I think they did well in that game. One player definitely that stood out for me, and not just even the game yesterday, but the game on Saturday, was Benjamin Frederick, who I think was an amazing player. He was a standout performer in those 2 games. And to be honest, I feel, we have someone that can step in for Troost-Ekong when maybe he's injured or something. So he did perform, well to expectation, as I said, both on Saturday and yesterday. Another player for me is Calvin Bassey, who, he has been consistent. Yes, he has been consistent. One player that I am disappointed in is obviously Alex Iwobi. I don't know what that guy is doing. Like, sometimes, yesterday in particular, I could tell you that our midfield was not existing. Nothing did that midfield yesterday. No clinical passes, no proper shots, no vision to the passes that were being made, either from Iwobi, Wilfred Ndidi. Nothing. That midfield was as good as dead. Literally, that was where South Africa were able to capitalize on and get the attack going. In fact, the first half, the first 20 minutes, we didn't play anything. The last 10 minutes, I think we were able to do something, which was where I can say probably the 2 goals came in. Obviously, it was an own goal from Troost-Ekong for the South Africans, but the header from Calvin Bassey, if we want to be honest, that goal will be good, because to be like saying a hand self, you almost use carry and enter. But now they don't count. She PPA no day. We could take her like that. But truly, that second half was below par performance from the Super Eagles. There was no action in the 18-yard, nothing. They just carried the ball and it's a shot off target. In fact, there were more shot off targets than on targets from the Super Eagles. In fact, the South Africans had more shot on target than us. And we needed the win. They were perfectly fine with the draw because they knew that they were top of the group. So there was no pressure from their side, more pressure from us. Or on us, let me use it like that. The pressure was more on the Super Eagles, and you could tell in that game that they didn't know how to handle the pressure. But then again, at least they got a point. They didn't lose. This is what affected us in the first 2 games: drawing against Lesotho, drawing against Zimbabwe. See, I don't want to vex. I honestly do not want to vex, but it's done. The last 2 games, let's see what they can do. Hopefully get the results that they need, and fingers crossed. Anyway, that's the much I'll be talking about the Super Eagles. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at official_FSH. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, share in the comment section what you thought of that game. I know a lot of people are angry, insulting the Super Eagles, but they are our team. We have to support them regardless. It might not be rosy all the time, but that is what supporters do. That is what the fans should do. Support them, encourage them, and hopefully maybe they can even do better in the last 2 games. But yes, that's the much I'll be talking about on this particular video. Until I come your way for the preview of the games over the weekend. Now it's back to club football. International games are done on Thursday, and so let's see what the clubs bring again over the weekend. But yes, as I said, fingers crossed. Enjoy the rest of your day.